So I'm back. No, seriously, my sage is missing. My shell is missing. My lighter is missing. Okay then. Whatever. So, hi, good evening. Good evening. How are you guys this afternoon, evening? How does it go? Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, good evening, right? I'd like to be able to know where my sage is. Heidi, I just printed your thingy, your packages in the mail tomorrow. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I worked on billing today. We had a really great sale this past weekend. Hi, Erin. Hi, Lori. Heidi, Daphne, Vedra, Linda Weber. Linda Weber. Hey. Is that the right Linda Weber? I can't tell because all I see is this tiny. Is that you, Linda? I know Linda Weber from Virginia, and I have done this before with somebody else, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? They're like, no, that ain't me. Mary Haygood, how are you good, guys? So we're going to do some readings this evening. It's going to get fast, right? It's going to get fast tonight. I already know that. Hi, everybody. I already know it's going to go super fast this evening. I can just feel my guides going, hey, let's do it. You're from Virginia too, Mary? I love Virginia. You're from PA. See, now this is why I asked, because I have a really great friend that's Linda Weber from Virginia, and all I can see is this tiny little thing. But hi, Linda Weber from Pennsylvania. Thor, hi. How are you this afternoon? Okay, so April Lynn, how are you? Okay. When was shamanic? Did I miss shamanic chat? Was that supposed to be last night? I'm sorry. Sam was leaving yesterday, and it's me, my bad. Was it supposed to be last night? I don't have my schedule in front of me. I kind of went off the rails. One thing went wrong in my schedule, and it blew up. Times. I think I only had one planned. That because I planned one for April 31st. It's on the schedule, April 31st. I gotta check that. Yeah, Aaron, I'll look and see what. I don't think I had one scheduled. Oh, I did it for the 14th. Okay, I'm just gonna have to not do that and take a vacation at the same time. I just can't do it. Okay, so let's move forward. Aaron, I'll get with you. Let's move forward. We're gonna do some readings tonight. I just know it's gonna go zing this evening. So I want to start with Stacy. Stacy, actually, Stacy, I get this really breathless feeling. Like I don't know if you are experiencing any allergies or anything like that. I kind of get this disconnected feeling as well. Whew. My speed just went. Ooh. my feed just went crazy. Oh no, Aaron, I don't like to miss anything. I don't like to do that. So Stacy, I get. Let me take care of that. This very disconnected feeling. The first thing I want to say is, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're grounding yourself out. Hey, Trina. Make sure you're grounding yourself quite often. It's a beautiful season to head outside. You froze and disappeared. I didn't freeze. I turned it off and I come back. April 31st. I know there's only 31 days in April. It was a typo. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're grounding out really good. Run around outside in some bare feet. And also make sure you're taking care and just go out and doing some gardening. Put your hands in the dirt a little bit. This float away feeling that I get is your soul is kind of trying to do this. I want more information, but you really have to make sure you're creating some balance with yourself. If you don't have a whole lot of balance, you're going to be wonky. We don't want wonky. Wonky's not great, right? It's not bad, but it's not great. So let's bring some balance in. They're really talking about some balance for you. So, I also get this feeling like I'm being knocked against the side of the head, almost like I'm just off kilter. So really and I almost want to say that it's like, I feel like my spine's off. I feel like my spine's off. I thought I knew you'd had a problem, Aaron. So I'm glad you're feeling better though. I noticed you're feeling better. You had said so, at least online. So, Stacy, but just make sure you are taking care of yourself. I just think you take care of other people first and don't pay as much attention to yourself. Yeah. Tammy, you've been feeling wonky too. Wonky is a good word, right? You kind of like being wonky. I like being wonky too. I do like to be centered and all that good stuff, but unpredictability, right? Unpredictability. So you're from Grove City, Ohio. Actually, have a house in Defiance, Napoleon area. Yep. You're like, hi from Napoleon. We have a lot of Ohioans on here, actually. A lot of Ohioans, a lot of Michigans on here, Michiganlanders, right? Okay. A lot of people Sandra, a lot of people are talking about not getting a lot of sleep right now. Something about the moon phases. I just don't do moon phases. I have people that go, hey, that the moon's really wonky right now. And I go, is that what's going on? I wish I could tell everybody that I am the end all do all intuitive, but that would be crazy, right? That's what we call, what do we call that, you guys? What do we call that when you think you're the end all do all? You have to do everything, cover everything. Vedra, we're going to do our gathering, our big one next year in New Orleans. Sam and I are talking about it. Right? Cool. So, but yeah, you don't have to be the end all do all, cover all the bases. That's why I have Tammy Manzo, North Node Venus Astrology. She's an incredible astrologer. If there's anything really wonky, I can message her and go, hey, what the hell's going on? And she'll message me back. My feed is really weird this evening. Troy, Ohio, now Cincinnati, right? I'm reading, guys. Sorry. Washington State. Wow, beautiful out there. Claire delusional. That's what we call it. Claire delusional. Claire delusional. There's how is one person going to in our area of expertise, we would love to think that we're going to change everything, right? It takes a village. So, okay, moving on. So though there next year, yes, next year we are aloha from Hawaii. Closer, probably October next year, we're going to do New Orleans. October next year. This year, October, we're doing where? We're doing Salem, Massachusetts for Hawaii. I feel the moon phases now. Angie Price, I feel them. But I don't pay attention when I go, I don't feel quite right. Then all of a sudden I know I need to call Tammy. Watching from the Philippines. Awesome. Colorado. I know that Tammy Ammon's from Colorado as well. Lots of new faces, right? Lots of new faces. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Okay. So let's start burning through some. Let's do some. Yeah, Salem for All Hallows Eve, right? Amazing. It's going to be so much fun. Let's go with Natalie Morales. I think I said it wrong, but I'm not perfect. It's okay. Natalie Morales. Ooh, your throat chakra. That's a ooh. So North Carolina, woo! North Carolina, love me some North Carolina. Natalie, your throat chakra is really kind of, it's almost like I have fingers right here. Like, it's like I need to speak, but there's just some things that are holding you back that I don't know if it's public perception or I almost want to say it's not one-on-one. I feel like one-on-one you'd be great, but when you have to talk to larger crowds of people, I think in person that would be a struggle for you maybe. Not like this. I think you could do this quite easily. This would be fun for you because there's really not that, it doesn't feel like you have a ton of people out there, right? But I feel like there's something that you need to say in front of a group of people. They also talk about writing. Do you write or are you journaling? If you are not, boy, you need to put pen to paper because there's a lot of different ways to exercise your communication, right? You don't just have to talk about it. You can communicate in so many other different ways. So they're talking about business aspects. They're talking about writing. They're talking about getting your messages out there. And if you don't feel like you have a message yet, just wait. Just wait. It's coming. It's coming. You have an epiphany coming. You have an aha moment coming. I love aha moments. They've been some of the most terrifying moments of my life. But boy, did they bring us where we are now. So expect aha moments in the next 3 to 6 months, actually 3 to 5 months. It also is going to come with a fluctuation of income. I'm not going to tell you whether it's a up or a down because I don't know. They just show a woof in the money. So make sure you are making all the intentions to be positive on that and bring in a good income. I hope that makes sense to you. Hi, everybody. I haven't been doing a whole lot of evening lives. I've been doing mostly coffee chats in the morning. And I'm trying to branch. I'm trying to branch out. Trying to branch out. Okay, moving on. And see, sometimes I'll start reading for somebody and they've left the feed. So I need to start. Oh, great. She is here. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope it makes sense to you. The aha moments are where we learn, right? The aha moments are where we kind of surge forward. And there's a lot of people surging right now. A lot of people surging. So we're all looking for a little bit of a bump, right? We need a bump. We need a bump. Let's move on. Is Ashtar sad for Earth? I don't think so. I have a buzz going on this evening, you guys. Come on. I'm sitting here going, should we channel Ashtar? Last time I did that, I looked like I had a mini stroke online because I didn't have a ground. I have a really great connection this evening. I could actually do that. And I could actually tell you right just without doing any trance mediumship. I can tell you there's not a sadness. There's more of an anticipation. There's more of a just waiting. They're just waiting. I don't think that they're sad. I don't think Ashtar is sad. I don't think the collective is or the Galactic Federation is sad. I think it is more of a standing on the precipice, watching us going, which way are you guys going to teeter? Which way are you guys going to teeter? And they can only push us so much, right? They can only give us so many nudges until we have, thank you, Tanya. Oh, and he actually says, like, we can only spoon feed you for so long as well. Oh, I understand. He's like, we can only spoon feed humanity for so long. Eventually, it's going to come to the point where it is just, boom, here we are. Here's our information. And now you are going to have to move forward. So they're going to get really tired. They're going to get not tired of it so much as it's just old hat now. Come on, how long can you do the same thing over and over and over again? It's like looking at children that are just doing the same thing over and over again. And we're like, seriously. So I don't think that they feel sad for us at all. I think or the Earth. I think they just go, it's all a part of our learning process. And if they rush us too much over time, what happens? We don't learn. But I think that they're getting close to that whole precipice of, guess what? And he's talking about an agreement. Channel Bob Marley, we just had 420. He's talking about there's an agreement. And I actually have to tell you, I believe that this agreement that Ashtar is talking about is governmental. And he's actually showing me it spans the globe. So it's not just one country. It is like a network of countries that have made agreements on almost like a timeline of, sorry, I look like a glitch. Almost like a timeline of, okay, we're going to have this much progress by this time. So I think that's that precipice he's talking about, is there's a line in the sand that's been agreed upon. And also, okay, so we're just going to go with this. I also have to tell you that means that there's a lot of, no, I don't like that word. He actually says infiltration into the government. I don't like that word. To us, that sounds negative, right? But what he's talking about is there's a lot of mechanics going on behind the scenes in the government that people are working on in conjunction with higher energies and higher beings. Now, don't want to go all area, 51 on you guys. I mean, that's just what they're talking about. And he's talking about the increased visibility. He's talking about increased visibility in the skies, that if you stay outside long enough in the night skies and you watch, you're going to see something. If you sit out every night for a month, you're going to have many encounters where you can see things that are unexplainable in the skies. There's a lot of increased activity. And here's the thing that I'm finding really interesting. I didn't plan on doing ashtar this evening, but and I'm not allowing trance mediumship just because, no, it's a long day. I'm tired. He will kick my ass in that. It'll just wear me out. He's talking about, oh crap, what was he saying? I lost it. Hold on. I lost it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you. So he's talking about, so what we're doing is we're channeling across some ashtar. Somebody asked a question and now he's chatty because I've been squashing him for quite a while. I actually have my Moldavite sitting right there that I'm just not going to touch. Last time I did, that's when I started glitching. But he's talking about the awareness level of humanity. So if you're more aware, my feed is doing the creepiest thing this evening, you guys. Creepiest thing. It just like stagnant. And then all of a sudden I have 30 new comments. He's talking about your level of awareness. You can have two people sitting outside and two people are going to see two totally different things. Even if it was blaring in front of them, lights shining down, la, 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 they're not going to see it if they're not ready to. So this is why you'll see 1,000 different versions of one encounter, because maybe it floated right over top of something and somebody said, I didn't see a dang thing. Well, that's okay, right? Because where are we? We are all on our different paths and different awareness and different awakenedness. So what he's talking about is you could have two individual people looking at the night sky, seeing totally different things. And that's perfect for us, right? Because we are all vibrating at different levels. And he also wants to say, he wants to go back to the sadness question. If this is boring, you guys, please let me know. Because she's chatty because I've kind of pushed him off, right? Hello, McFry. Are you in Santa Fe, Mr. Fry? He's talking about, he wants to go back to the sadness, and he wants to point out that the sadness that we perceive, I know, right? So he wants to point out that sadness that we perceive as sadness is actually just another human perception, right? Just like time. And they're just solely observational at this point. They're observational, and they're pushing information across to us to try and help us create a better understanding for ourselves on how to move forward. And more people need to speak about what they have happening in their lives as their truth. You know what, you guys, do you guys have questions for them? Because as we're doing this, we might as well be asking questions, right? So what we're doing is we're channeling a little bit of ashtar. Everybody say hi to Sam. He's in Santa Fe. He just got there, I'm assuming, and got in the room, maybe. Not sure. So what we're doing is we're talking to ashtar really for just a little bit, and then we may move on. We'll probably move on. And he wants to talk about he's like, it's such a beautiful saying that we have, as above, so below. My goodness, my feet just jumped. Like, not yet. You're not there yet? Okay. Do I have a connection with the Pleiadians? And can I channel them? Do they have a message? The Pleiadians? Oh, are we gonna terrestrial jump, extraterrestrial jump? Still driving. Thor, we're gonna be living out there. Okay, so if we want to talk Pleiadians, I don't think we've done Pleiadians on here, have we, you guys? But when you want to talk Pleiadians, we can talk about Lemuria. And how, as we learn and as we move forward spiritually on this planet, it's going to take a long time, you guys. It's going to take a long time. Sorry. I really, really wish, Santa Fe, Thor, I really wish that I could say between Los Alamos and Santa Fe that poof, right? And we're all telepathic. But we are going to start heading back in that direction of communication. We are going to start moving back to a higher level of communication. And what we think of as a struggle at the moment are just lessons, and they're necessary lessons to see where we don't want to go again, because we've been here before. It's not the first time the world has struggled. Not the first time. You guys have heard me say it before, over and over and over again. We have 6 layers of some sort of, I'm frozen. Some sort of bipedal, I'm just going to say it this way because I don't believe it's all what we consider human existence under the crust that we're on right now. So we have had many, many failed experiments. I could just drop into channel so quickly. Many, many failed experiments that have happened on our planet, and we just haven't discovered them yet, right? So to our awareness, there is no awareness of them. We go back as far as right now as they're shocked and surprised about Göbekli Tepe, where the degree of mechanics that went into putting that site together way outspeed the humans that they thought were walking the planet, right? At that time. Not on your end? Okay, good. It just went 30 more comments. So that right there says our histories are wrong. Our history is wrong. And I don't know, and this is actually kind of what I'm being told, I'll just say it. I'm being told that our history is wrong to preserve ourselves. It's a self-preservation mechanism that they have set, not the extraterrestrials, by the way, not the extraterrestrials. They haven't set it in place. It is the powers that be that don't want to rock the boat, right? Keep everybody calm. Don't let them know that there's generations or eons and eons and eons of failed human experiments under the ground. Because what does that do? It gives us what could look like an ending to our own existence. We look at our human existence and say, we've outlived it all, right? We've done it all. We've stuck around really well. But if you start talking about the 6 layers underneath our feet that failed, now we start to look a little bit different. So the Pleiadians are talking about, don't think this is our first time around. We're just learning some really tough lessons right now. You know, you guys can all access these energies with some meditation and some intention. I have not been paying attention to comments. So sorry. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Okay, let me see. Do I have a connection with the Pleiadians? Nicole, I would say, I'm sorry, I got rambly. I would say yes. I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, yes, you have Pleiadian starseed. And you also have Lemerian starseed as well. How does Ashtar feel about marijuana? I don't think it's in his scope of. He just is like humans. Humans. I don't think he has a one way or the other on marijuana. Let's see. You don't think you have any questions? That's okay. April Lynn, Ashtar have any messages for me? The only thing I can tell you is he's talking about it's right here. And it's like he almost touches your forehead and you have a golden star right here. Oh, I understand that, which means Andromedan. That's an Andromedan starseed thing. He's like, just wake up. It's all good. It's all good. It's definitely Andromedan. Moving along. I told my daughter is not human. How that and what is she then? How can I help her? Thor, if she's walking this planet, she came back as in a human incarnation. I mean, if you're talking about maybe is her soul a more recent starseed type of drop-in, that's one thing. But if she's here on this planet, she is taking on a human incarnation. It's the best I can answer that one. Kelly, can you verify I'm from Sirius? I can verify Sirius B. Because as soon as I do that, I start to see the Dogon. There's another one in there too. Give me a second. Arcturian? Arcturian? I would say Arcturian. Spin check. How can I channel Ashtar? Intention, meditation, reaching out there and actually finding the quiet, finding that space, sitting in your power. And it's a trance meditation. If you're trying to do trance mediumship, you can definitely call that in with some practice. That's what I started with. It was practice. I actually started with the awareness of chatting with me, and I've been working more towards trance mediumship. But if I commit to trance mediumship for the day, I'm done after that for the day. But I need to have someone to ground me for it, because you really need someone to work with you on that to start with, just so you're in and out and you're not having problems. I'm reading comments. Nice, we can carpool for the cruise. Are you going on the cruise? Yes. I have bags and bags of stuff going on the cruise. When channeling, you can be hijacked by other energies if you're not grounded. From my experience, you can feel the frequency change. Yeah. hmm you have to really keep your guides close when you're doing this. You guys have your protector guides right there, your gatekeepers. Don't just go do this willy-nilly. You really want to do some meditation. And when I say meditate, I mean meditate with your guides. Talk to your guides. Have a good line of communication. Don't just jump out there, because you can find yourself, communicating with things that are not so. Here's the thing they need to tell you, that you always ask, is this for my highest good? Is this for my highest good? Okay, moving on. The Akkadian gates. I don't know. I'll have to look that up, Vedra, and do some research on that. The Akkadian gates. I'm gonna validate that and say yes. Just because as I'm thinking about that and pulling that across, I get this movement and change. Yes. Lori Spears says, Ashtar says, Lemeria and Atlantis shall return, because we are starting to remember how we were before as those people. I would prefer Lemeria, not so much Atlantis. But yeah, we are having more soul memory of what we used to do. When you consider we are right here, right now, right in this moment, our soul has all the memories from all of our timelines. So yeah, we're coming back into that collective memory. Donna, hi Donna. How do I fit so much dang knowledge into my head? Most of it's not mine. Usually when I'm on here talking, you guys, I'm channeling in one way or another. Yeah. The jump in my feed is because I'm on YouTube. Gotcha. I'm reading through. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Tanya. Jennifer, I don't believe, when you ask if you had a Lemerian life, I don't believe that you've had Lemerian life. Maybe Atlantean. The way your brain is geared, it seems a little bit more mechanical. I would go more towards Atlantean. I'm scrolling through, reading you guys. I can't confirm Sirius A. I do pick up Sirius B, but I don't know about Sirius A. Okay. Trina would like to know what her soul family is. Trina, your soul family is really wide and varied. Your energies go back to avian, blue avian. Oh gosh, they just keep giving me a bunch of different images. I want to talk about blue avians. I want to talk about Arcturians. A lot of Arcturian back there. He walked away but heard your name. Oh man, that was so long ago. I don't remember now. Angela Christine, there's a lot of negativity around me. How do I get rid of it? I've tried cleansing and everything. Have you grounded yourself out? Have you gone outside and enjoyed some nature? Build up your own personal energy and just radiate it. Your guides are talking about, Angela Christine, you can shine. You can shine that right out. So they're really wanting you to go out, ground, enjoy some nature, build up your own personal sun and just get rid of it. Don't, it's so funny. Drama llama has been a thing in my vocabulary the past couple of days. Don't be a drama llama. Get rid of it. Don't allow people in your energy field. Don't allow them near you if they're going to be dramatic. You don't need that crap in your life. You are this really incredible empath, by the way. And this is some of the reasons you're having some feelings of negative energy, because you're picking up other people's shit. So you got to start really paying attention to your own energetic field, call in your guides, and start to radiate that energy out rather than allow people to bring energy in. Oh, let's get rid of this person right here. There I have this new block button on here that's awesome. Lori Spears says the Pleiadian portal will be opening May 17th-ish. I'm reading through messages, you guys. How do we know if we have a connection with Lemerian or Atlantis? This is a really great question. For yourself personally, I would suggest asking your guides, meditating in, go to your Akashic halls. Go to your Akashic halls. When I'm working in somebody's Akashic halls, all I have to do is kind of, look for that section kind of thing. But definitely, you guys can all go check on your own Akashic halls. You don't have to wait for somebody to tell you. Just meditate and bring that energy in of the knowledge of every lifetime. Ask your guides to take you to your Akashic halls, and they will. It's really amazing. And when you get in there and you navigate through them and you ask them for something specific. Yeah, I do readings. I do free readings. Right now, we're kind of finishing up on this thing right here. I'm just trying to get through all of these. Blue avians, right, Trina? They are the most benevolent, kindest, just incredible extraterrestrial starseeds out there. You radiate that. You just radiate that. We're going to start doing some readings in just a second. Yeah, salt bath will help as well. Connection made. Okay, good. Good, Kelly. Good. Yeah, trolls. I have a great new block button. It doesn't bother me at all. Oh, there I am at the very bottom. Mahalo nui. You're welcome. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go through and let's do some readings, you guys. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Mary Haygood. You have a connection that you probably should be working on or making a little bit more clearly for yourself when it comes to your own spiritual journey. I think that you get a lot of this. You get a lot here. Like, and I'm not talking about from spirit either. I think you hear a lot. I think you take in a lot of information. You are always collecting information and listening to what other people have to say, but you don't listen so much to what you have to say on the inside. And you may even give other people messages, but I think that you're skipping yourself. I think that you're skipping some of the information that you're getting for yourself. You're allowing a lot of other energies to give you information, but you're not accessing it for yourself. Now, and this is really important to me, because if I have somebody that I'm doing readings for, right now I'm not taking in paid readings, right? I'm just not doing it right now, and that's okay. I have enough irons in the pot. But if I have somebody that's coming to me repeatedly for messages, I will shut them down. Why? Here's why. If the person that I have coming to me over and over and over again is not doing their own information seeking, I'm not helping them. Anytime you go to somebody for help, you should be saying, how do I help myself? And not be going to somebody for all of your answers, all of your messages, and just move forward from there. It is supposed to be geared towards moving forward yourself emotionally, intuitively, spiritually, the whole 9 yards. Make sure you're doing that. Don't do yourself a disservice and just listen all over the internet. Make sure you are practicing everything as well. And I believe that you have a lot of messages that come across. I think you have a lot of messages that come across from your guides, but I'm not quite sure if you're listening to the ones that are for you particularly. Yeah, right, Kelly? Best thing we learn is we are our own healer, whether it is through message or energy healing. Absolutely. So that's what I have for you. And they're like, you can take it in and you can give it out, but are you really circulating on the inside with some of the things that you have coming? Okay, moving on. Aaron, I'm going to tell you, I know you don't ask very often, I'm going to tell you that you are circulating. This is a way to bump you out of your stagnation. I have watched you over the last year and turn into this really incredible, wide open, intuitive. It's great, but you have hit a kind of a wall, and you are, I guess, almost very much like I just said to Mary as well, could be. And I'm not saying it's a carbon copy reading at all, but what I'm saying is this does apply to a lot of people. We're getting a lot of stuff in. Okay, we get a lot of stuff in, and then we give a lot of stuff back out. But how much are you looking inward? Are you looking for your own answers? And I know that I don't know how to put this. You get given information. You're given information. I'm kind of rough, you guys. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I will tell you. If you ask me, I will tell you. You can ask Aaron that too. If you're given information and you take it as the gospel and you don't do your own work and your own intuitive work and you find out your own information, you're doing yourself a disservice. If one person says, this is what you are, and you take that and you run with it and you don't have any more information, and 6 months later, you're still running with it with the bit in your mouth and you're just going balls to the wall and you have no new information on it, ditch that shit and move on to something else, because you're not doing yourself any good. You're stuck on one thing that you have no information on, and you are cycling. Your body's going, let's get out of this cycle. Let's find something else new. We're not getting anywhere on this because there's no more information on it available. At this time, move forward to something else. Now, here's what I know just happened. You probably went, what? Well, what do I work on now? That's part of the journey, right? That's the really cool part of the journey. Sometimes we have to move on from our notions of where we are right now and who we are and what clearly defines us as who we think we are. Guess what? We're always changing, right? We think we know where we're going. We think we know what our end all do all is in this life. What happens? We get close. They change the goalpost. What do you think happens when we don't move? How long have you been working on one thing? Drop it, move on. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. It's like, damn, Lisa, don't break it off in line. Okay. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Ditch that shit, right? Well, sometimes we have to do that. Yeah. And I'm talking about information that you've been cycling on in the last 6 to 8 months as well. Not old lifetime stuff. I'm talking about stuff that if you're not getting anywhere on it and you don't have any better understanding of it right now, maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe you're not ready for it. Move on to something else, and then you'll see what happens. And when we start working and working and working and working and working, and we stress ourselves out so badly about what we have that we're working on, what happens? We go backwards. Exactly what happens. We go backwards because we're not being spiritual about it. We're not living from here. We're right here. I got to have information. Maybe we don't. Right? Okay. I will tell you exactly what you, even if you do it on a public forum, Aaron, I'm like, well, you asked. Just because this isn't, what is this? And this is a no bullshit zone. I will tell you exactly what your guides want you to know. If I sugarcoat it, I'm not doing my job. Right? It's an open window, guys. I have an open window. I have an open window over here. Right? Thank God. Ghostbusters. No. Let's see. Oh. Okay, this is a great example. Hit a wall. This is Lori Spears. She hit a wall, was told to be patient by her angels. And now one of her clairs just popped in this week, a new clair, right? We relax and shit happens. That's how this goes. It really is. I think we all need to get out of the head space and into the heart space. Right? It can be that way. We just overthink things. We overthink it. Who on here thinks you live more from the head than the heart? I'll throw myself under the bus, you guys. I will throw myself under the bus. You can back that bad boy up and back and forth just like this. I live from my head a lot. I'm working on it every day in every way. That's what we're supposed to do, right? But I'm much better than I was 10 years ago. I'm much better than I was a year ago. Oh my gosh. In the head, look at us. Look at us. We live in the head. Who can do this? This is so funny. I think this is hysterical. That stupid shoe on Facebook. Who sees the pink and white shoe? Who sees the pink and white shoe? Give me a hand. Who sees the pink and white shoe? Just say pink. Say pink. You guys know what I'm talking about? Who sees the pink shoe? The pink shoe represents living in the right side of the brain, right? Working with that right side of the brain. I'm losing people like crazy. You guys are like, this lady's crazy. Who sees the pink shoe? I think this is fun. I actually enjoy doing this because there's a method here. I have a reason for this. Oh God, my feed froze and then like, okay. Pink, it's blue and gray. Okay. So there's this thing, right? You know what, Amanda Ross, backpedaling. Sometimes we have to go backwards and then we regroup. It's okay. It's okay. There's no wrong way to do your spiritual journey. You know that, right? There's no wrong way to do it. Now, so some people see blue and gray. Some people see pink. I make it a point. To sit there when that stupid thing comes up. And if it's pink and white, when I look at it, I will close my eyes, center myself, take a couple nice deep breaths, and open my eyes again and change the color. If it's green when I see it first, I'll do the exact same thing. And I practice that. Because what we're doing is we're training our brain at that point to use both sides. It's a great exercise. Don't just look at it as some stupid meme that comes across. Practice with it, because it really is us using both sides of the brain. We can fluidly change what side of the brain we work on. And the more you can do that, the more you can adjust your connection to spirit. Do you understand that that stupid shoe, says, I can turn off. This is totally from my guides too, because I love this part of my spiritual journey. It is my favorite part of my spiritual journey. I can turn it off. I can turn it off. I do not have to walk through my day and pick up information from other people, like some people that are tortured and walk around and do all the time. I can turn it off. So practicing with that shoe says, I'm going to be living over here in my left side of my brain. I'm going to be much more analytical, and I'm not going to have to worry about walking around outside, picking up information from a bunch of different people. But if I'm in that pink and that white side of my shoe, right, that shoe, I know that I am totally geared off into my right side of my brain, and I am ready to work. I'm ready to bring across spirit. It sounds like crazy takeout containers being right side upside down. Yeah. So practice with those shoes. Me too, Kelly. Kelly says, I'm so left-brained, analytical, and sciencey. Me too. And you know what shifted it for me? You're looking up the shoe. You know what shifted it for me? I take it. This is like the one about the color of the dress. Absolutely, Erin. You can do the same thing with the dress. Okay. What shifted, and this is why I add science to the classes on our membership, right? Because we have the My Mystical Life membership. By the way, tomorrow night's class is on the first class in the business end of being an intuitive. A lot of us go out there. We want to go out. We want to be successful. We want to do business part of this, and say, hey, come join our membership, because we're fun people, right? We're incredibly fun people. And we're all learning together. We're rising up together. So that's what we do with the membership. But we have these classes within the membership that this is just one. We do 4 a month, and I failed at the shamanic this month, but I'm going to fix it, Erin. But it's important to know how to go from A to Z on if you want to end up doing this as a profession, or as a profession. It's it's a word for it, right? Or financially. So the business end of intuition is tomorrow night's class, Monday night's class. So if you guys want to join the membership, $11.11 a month. Also, we have a bunch of stuff. Oh. I have the Pijoux in. Now, I know we showed you these tiny little Pijoux, right? This is part of our giveaway. If you're a member by the end of the month, the very last day of the month, you will be in the drawing in the first Saturday of next month. This is what we're giving away. We actually bought ourselves a pair of these because we have these cute little ones like this. We're like, this is what the size we think they are. Oh, no, y'all. These are the Pijoux we are giving away on the first Saturday in May. They're huge. They're huge. They do come in a pair. Because why? They are our money prosperity dragons, right? Hold on, let me pick the other one up. They're a pair. This is huge. I looked at Sam and I went, what the hell, man? They're bigger than mine. So these are the dragons that we're giving away, the Pijoux, the first Saturday in May. And anybody that is in the membership by the end of May is automatically in the drawing. You're automatically in the drawing. That's how it goes every month. And then next month's drawing is already picked out. It is this huge... Oh, if I go to pick it up, I'm going to be super sad. I know it. Amethyst piece. So that is next month's drawing. That'll be given away in May. Don't. Or wait, June, the first weekend in June. But the Pijoux are for this month. You guys can find that all at mymysticallife.com. But sciencey and analytical, it's hard to get past that. Can you believe I remembered that? I had to go back to that. Sciencey and analytical, I started putting science in spirituality. And my brain went, oh my gosh, look at this. It is spirituality, and science is just trying to catch up and trying to prove or disprove, because it is, if you can't prove it, it can't exist. Bullshit. But that is how I started to really get some acceptance in my brain. And I went, oh my gosh, look at how science is trying to catch up. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, they are huge, aren't they? They are huge. So it is, we have a lot of fun. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm like, we're giving away stuff. It's bigger than mine. I think, do I really want to give that away? I really love it. Do I want to give it away? I don't know. I have something on my desk that I was going to keep. It's a fairy stone. It's a large one. I don't know. I'll decide. I will decide. I don't know. Mr. Fry, they're huge. We should do? We should let members buy extra tickets. We should let members buy extra tickets for the giveaway. Because at this point, it is your ticket is your membership. And that is on every level. Something is behind me. Hey, Vedra, I'm home alone, man. Okay? My gun is in the car. And there goes the numbers. No, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. The amethyst is mine. Yeah, the peaches are a pair. These always come in a pair. Pious always come in a pair. They bring in prosperity, luck, love, wonderful energy into the home. They are made out of jade. These are jade. The membership, somebody's asking, and membership is. The membership is, you can find it at mymysticallife.com. Actually, Erin put a link in here. I saw that, that you can go to directly. What it does is we have 4 classes a month. I skipped one this month because we had one scheduled, and then stuff happened, right? So 4 classes a month. We do a guided meditation a month. We also have a member spotlight a month, and we have an intuitive spotlight a month. And we have an actual remote healing a month. So it depends on what level you're at. But each level gets a ticket to join for the drawing. Absolutely. So it's just, we have a lot of fun. We just came back from Savannah. We had a gathering. No need to do that for next month. That's yours. We just went to Savannah. We had a blast. We had everybody. We had Isis come from Idaho. No. Oregon. I knew it was an O state. Okay. Oregon is not an I state. So we had people come from across the country to meet up with us, which just so blows my mind. In Savannah, we had probably too much fun. And we have another thing. Keep it. Keep the fairy stone. Should I keep the fairy stone? I can get more. This is the fairy stone I'm talking about. It's double-sided. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But this October, we're meeting in Salem for Halloween. And we're going to have, the day before Halloween, we're having mediumship galleries. We're going to have readers there. We're going to have a seance that night. We have all this stuff, fun stuff that we do. You don't have to be a member to attend that. But we just do a lot of fun stuff. We're fun people, right? You guys are so funny. You couldn't find the mediumship class on the site. It's not up right now. I'm taking a break. I need some mental clarity, and I was overworking myself. Anybody that had been watching me the last couple months probably thought the same thing. I was a little bit overworked. So screw you, it's mine. And I got to tell you guys, The other perk of the membership is you get 10% off all of our crystal sales, 10, 15, and 20, depending on your level. I have been doing baskets. I started doing inventory or invoices from this weekend sale. And I can tell you already, just in the few baskets I've done, we have something like $300 in savings that people in the memberships have already done. Yeah. You want a donut that size? We're fun people. Yeah, the jade dragons are really amazing. I have a jade horse that was given to me as a gift that I'm like, mine, right, Renee? Come on. This is the kind of jade. We had the all really, really great jade this weekend. And I only have like, we have the plum blossom jade left and the scale dragon jade left. Oh, we have the golden lace jade left too. We had a lot of jade this weekend, and I don't know why. It just seemed Nancy, I have no pure fairy stones, but I have no Pijus either. I'm impressed that you spelled it right. Bring it on. You have the money frog. I was thinking about getting money frogs in. We did. We had so much fun, and I will be putting a video thing together. I'm doing billing at the moment, so I will get it together. It was so much fun. Everybody took such incredible pictures. We just had a blast. We need more time next time, right? We're only going to be a couple days in wherever it is, Salem, right? But it was a lot of fun. Can we make it in are we selling like WWE tickets here, guys? Wow, you guys are getting violent. Courtney, how are you doing, Courtney? How are you feeling? Everybody give Courtney a whoop whoop. Courtney is having a baby. Courtney's having a baby. She's part of our family. She's having a baby. Oh, you're in Maine. So we are actually going to be in Gloucester. I think that's how you say it. So we're not going to stay in Salem. We're actually going to be outside Salem, about 20 miles. We didn't want to stay in Salem because we know it's going to be insane in the membrane, right? Kelly, I know, Kelly. I know. I'm working on it. I need a secretary. We have ordered some. We have ordered some Pijus. We're gonna get some small Pijus in. I had to slow down. I really did. I was overloaded, and you know what happens when we overload, right? And we're trying to work spiritually. What happens? It backfires. And we oh. Do I still do readings? Yes, I do. Karen Minkowski, I can do that. You know what, girl? I'll do that. I know you're doing Claire's right now, but if you can you help me identify mine? Karen, you are clairvoyant. You may not even realize some of the things. I got to put that down. Some of the things that you have come across your existence in your lifetime, in your imagination, day to day, is clairvoyance. You get a lot of information, actually. And when you're mommy braining it, when you're zoning out, I think you do that quite often. That's when you're having a lot of your information come across. Also, I want to talk about you're working. Your next one coming in will be clairaudient. Watch this. The floodgates just opened. You guys are so funny. Win a chicken dinner. You know what, you guys? I absolutely get the chant going. Fight. We're not going to fight. Over amethyst. Oh my gosh. Which brings us to our next thing. Most of the people on here that are going back and forth are going to be on the cruise in 2022. I need to put that on my webpage. Can you guys believe it's not on my webpage? In late February of 2022, we are going on an intuitive conference cruise. If you are an intuitive, you're a working intuitive, it's tax deductible. Tax deductible. I love that. But we have, if you go to Spirit Heart Cruises, if you're interested, it's really quite affordable. And it's all inclusive. Everything is included in it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Everything's included. That's your taxes, your port fees, and all that stuff. So that it is. I think it's like $950 for the interior cabin, and I think the balcony is just $1,100. And it's a 6-night cruise on Royal Caribbean. On Royal Caribbean, we have a bunch of speakers. So it's gonna be classes, a whole bunch of stuff. I know they're talking about going to Tulum. I don't know all the details on that quite yet, but. We have a lot of different speakers. I'll be speaking, actually the featured speaker, I'll be speaking about shamanism on the cruise. And all of these crazy people, most of them, a lot of them are going to be on the cruise. We're going to be the people over in the corner. They're going to be going, you all need to sit down now. You all need to go sit down because we can't take any more of your type of spirituality. I need to teach you how to pronounce the towns. I know I butchered that town name. I know. I'm not from there. Okay. I'm a Yankee. I come from Ohio. Yes, your soul does get exhausted when you just do too much, you know. Yeah, Katrina McCabe won the Citrine Point last night. Oh my gosh, Aaron. Shara Chesley. Claircognizant. Instant knowing. You would be really good at just having answers. The thing here is claircognizant. Trusting it. Just trusting answers that come across can be the hardest part of being a claircog, because you have to just free fall into your guides and say, I understand you're going to take care of me and let's do this. So when I first started on my journey, that was my main clair. Now I'm kind of clairdynamic where I work through quite a few clairs, but that's what happens when you work in your intuitives. Your intuitive journey, you pick up more as you go along, but really trust falling into your guides and allowing them to give you information and is a great start. And the way I would suggest really starting is standing in a room that you have a feeling in and just kind of waiting to feel where you feel energy coming from. An awareness of energy is going to really help you. Gloucester, that's wrong. That's a wrong way to spell it. There's more letters in it than that. Do a thumb fight. You guys. The cruise is going to be a lot of fun. All right, let me burn through some readings here, you guys. You know what? Okay. All right. Fine. Calm down. I'm going to pull a deck. And I'm going to speed read. Which deck? I'm waiting. I have a huge amount of decks sitting right here. This sounds so wrong. Oh, that one. Okay. And I have to fish through them to get the right one. The door is open. You don't need me. You've been medicated and the door is open. Dogs. Okay. Haven't done this in a while, right? So I don't know if I like these for this. I'm arguing with my guides. I don't want to use those. Okay, let's try these. Okay. these feel? Okay, I like these. Okay, that's better. Okay. Hearts love Joe. Hearts love Joe. So this is how this works, you guys. I'm probably not going to go in order, but I'm going to hit as many people as I can. Please type one word reading, and I will go through and I will find who my guides want me to work with. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly. We're going to start talking really, really fast. Everybody could share one time. That'd be fabulous. And we're moving on. Hearts love Joe. Hearts love Joe. I'm going to just read. I'm not going to read the cards. I'm just going to show you the cards. So here's some things I want you to know, Star Hearts Glove. I want you to pay attention to really? Okay. I want you to pay attention at the corner of your eye a little bit more often. Okay. You have somebody standing really close to you. Like they're walking like almost like if you ever see the buzzards on the old cartoons where they're like, harump, 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 or even like on Hocus Pocus when they do that. You have somebody that walks really, really close with you. And they're saying, hey, little glimpses out of the corner of your eye when you catch little flashes of light or little shadows. When you go to look at it, it's gone. Of course you can't because scientific science, right? You can't see it directly. But out of the corner of your eye, when you have that awareness of something right there, please make sure you take the time to say thank you and feel who it is. You have the ability to feel who that person is that is by you. That is a past loved one. So take a minute, calm your brain, calm yourself, find your center. Who do I feel like that is? And you actually have some mediumistic skills to you. So you could really be working with that. So just take the time to find the quiet. If you don't know how to do what we're talking about, man, find out how to do it. Find a mentor. Find somebody to work with that will help you because you have some things that you could be doing that you will find fascinating. So let's move on. Okay, moving on. I have to roll down to where I know there's a million things that say reading. And there they are. Okay, moving on. Okay, I'm going to do this as much as I can, as quickly as I can, and just let spirit... We're going to start running through a channel. Okay, Tammy Livingston, Tammy Livingston. Oh my gosh, Tammy, you know, this is absolutely amazing. But I want to talk about maybe somebody that's passed away as well. When it comes to friendship, I feel like you have someone from your soul family that is always there to pick you up. They actually show you, this is an image that I'm given of somebody in your past has picked you up under the shoulders and helped you stand up. So I feel like this is actually a male energy that kind of stood behind you when you were little and helped pick you up and say, come on, let's go forward, and almost pushed you forward and encouraged you to move forward in your life. And here's the other thing I have to say about this is I feel like this is a person that was very, very good at this. While other people were talking this way, they were like, go forward. And they were talking more about you than to you. And this person talked to you more. So this person is definitely in your energetic field. And they're saying, hey, you know what? I'm in your soul circle. Not only did I have been in your life before, I'm going to be in your life again. And the next 15 years as well, I feel like they're going to reincarnate in the next 15 years. I don't know how old you are, but I just know that there's a child, more likely going to be not one of your children. I know that it's not going to be one of your children. It's going to be somebody in your family that is giving birth. This person's going to reincarnate, and which is really interesting because I never get that kind of information on reincarnation. Aaron Kilmer, let's do this. Aaron Kilmer. Aaron, can't make this shit up, man. New beginnings. Come on, time to let that shit go. Live in your heart. Let stuff happen. Of course, they have a little baby in there, but that just is all about new beginnings, right? So cut some stuff out. Let some new stuff come in. Bring in some new information. And not something somebody tells you, but what you find out for yourself. And that's going to make it that much more special. What deck is my favorite? My favorite deck is Magical Times by Jody Bergsma. It's in the other room, but because it's all still packed, I haven't unpacked it. But that is my favorite deck. The deck that I'm using right now is Oracle of the Fairies by Glenna Kay. Karen Kay. I have a friend named Glenna Kay. Karen Kay. This is ones I'm using right now. Okay, moving on. LaRonda Aldridge. Your energy feels so happy. If you have allergies, make sure you're taking something for them. Don't just suffer. Allergies are really, really bad this year, but I feel like there's like one eye that might be affected more than the other. So just make sure you're taking care of. Oh, no. taking care of that. And this is that energy that I was talking about. Boy, that's shining from in, right? That's shining from right inside. Also want to talk about you having fairy connections. I don't know if you're aware that you have elementals that hang out with you, but you have air elementals that hang out with you. And that has to do everything with the information that you take in throughout the course of the day and how they kind of categorize it for you and help you assimilate some energy and information. So head outside, enjoy the sunlight, enjoy the breeze. The breeze has a lot to say to you. It's very, very relaxing. If you can meditate outside and just let that wind wash over you, you're going to feel so much more relaxed than if you just sit in the house to meditate. Moving on. Linda Winland. You know, I can't do this all day, right? Guys, I'm going to do as much as I can. Linda Winland. Linda, I want to talk about you being on the right path. I do know that you're on a path. I hear my soul song, but it has a little bit of a skip in it. So just know that you are going to have a little bit of a hiccup come up, but that's okay because that's where we learn, right? In the storm is where we learn. Don't worry, nothing major. Ground yourself. Make sure you're grounding yourself because that's going to help you out quite a bit. Grounding yourself is going to help a lot as you go through some trials and tribulations in life. The more you do that, the more you're going to find your center, the more Archangel Metatron is going to work with you. Okay, moving on. Okay, calm down. All right, fine. They don't like my deck. Like you should have more than one deck available. Quit being bossy. Anybody else argue with your guides? I do it all the time. I never win. I've never won an argument, but I still do it. Right? You should hear the really great ones I have with Metatron. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. You ever notice that cartoon? The little cartoon graphic I have? That's a lost bet right there. Okay. I have 2 cards to pull from, so that's great. Let's move on to Allison Sanders. And don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people think. You know what? Sometimes what other people think is their own reflection. All the time, it's their own reflection, right? Of what they are envious about. So when they're having a problem with you, they have a problem with themselves. Let other people's shit go. Don't worry about what other people think. Just step forward, be your amazing self. The more you're your own personal amazing self, the more they wonder what the hell you're up to and how you got to be so great, right? And cards afflicted. So just go forward and march to your own drum. Beth Hodge. Make sure you guys only say reading one time, please. Oh, son of a monkey. Okay, Beth Hodge. I don't even know what it is yet. Oh boy, is this a big one. Sometimes, right? Sometimes it's best for us to ask for help than to struggle. Oh my gosh. I think this card's for me. Sometimes we have a difficult time asking for help. It does not mean we're weak. It means we are smart enough to know when we need help. So if you're needing help with something, please make sure you ask for help. It doesn't matter what it is. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of understanding our limitations. And we do have limitations. Why? Because we are in meat suits. Okay, let's move on to Amanda Ross. Amanda Ross. You guys asked if I didn't read some. Yes, I do. And I don't usually use cards like this, but that's what we're doing tonight. Brain freeze. Brain freeze. I feel like you've had situations come up where you just feel like you are, what the hell do I do now? What do you mean? What do I do? What do I do now? You know what? You don't trust yourself nearly enough, Amanda Ross. Why are you second guessing yourself? Did someone, are you listening to what somebody else said? Are you listening to somebody else's opinion of who you are? Because that's not who you are. You should be living in your personal power. Don't freeze up when it comes to how do I, and this is so funny because I have one of my guides going, what's for dinner? Where do you want to go for dinner? What do you want for dinner? Well, that is like the worst question on the planet, isn't it? As an adult, did you know you were going to fear what is for dinner? Don't ask me that. Here's why that's such a difficult question. We want to please and make sure that whoever asked us that question, they want to go there too, or they want to eat that too. I don't want to make another decision because it's hard. Just go forward, have fun, do yourself a justice, and just let other people's issues be like, you don't need to worry about that. Okay, moving on. Tammy Livingston. Dragons, what do you do, Tammy? Dragons. I can tell you that you have Pleiadian starseeds definitely in your background. You have dragons all over the place. Okay, I need a moment. First of all, I think you probably are really good at something. How many of us can say we're an expert at something? We never reached mastery. Okay, this is on this level. We don't master anything. We master things on the other side. This is just our existence right now. Other side, life between lives. That's when we're masteries. But I think that you have something you're really good at. And they're showing me that you're still learning, but you have these dragons that are helping you. I never give dragon animal totems. I think maybe 3 or 4 times, and anytime you see me online, I've done this because dragons are the masters. They are the ones helping individuals become the very best. And even if you don't think you have something that you're very, very great at, you're wrong. I don't see dragons for no reason. I just don't. They keep showing me like you falling forward and going to sleep. Like, so make sure you're not working yourself too hard, please. You're wrong. Sorry. But I mean, I just don't have dragons come up for no reason whatsoever. It's like a lime green and a purple one. You have 2. It's really interesting. Very, very interesting. Old lifetime information. You have a lot of Akashic records behind you where you have mechanical mind, where like you are able to put things together really well. I even want to go back as far as say very mathematical in some of your past lives. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Zenny. This is the Soul's Journey cards by James Van Praagh. Peace. Something about your energy is becoming aligned. It is kind of like I have one guide that's saying keep it between the lines, keep it between the lines. If you can stay focused and keep it between the lines, your energy is going to come into alignment and help bring you a lot of clarity. Not just peace. Peace is great, right? Inner peace. But you can have a lot of clarity come in with this where you just kind of go, I see and they're talking about connecting the dots. I see the XYZ. I see the connecting the dots. I understand how to read. They're talking about you being a reader. If you can keep it between the lines and you want to, that's a big deal too. Not everybody wants to be a reader. We want to connect with our guides and work on our inner self, right? But not everybody wants to be a reader, but you have the capacity to be a reader. Okay, moving on. I'm looking, guys, because I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh. Laura Keating. How to do speed readings. Aaron, speed reading, it's just when I tune in, like I don't need the cards to do speed reading. It's when I tune in to do it, it's mostly channeled and just information that comes across. Because as you notice, I'm not reading, I might read the main word on the card as a jump off point, but most of the time it is just allowing your guides to just channel information through, flow through. A speed reading class. Boy, right? You saw me put the cards away, right? You see my eyes? I'm reading, you guys. And Aaron, I mean, definitely I can give you tips and hints as to why your readings take 15 minutes. I will gladly do that. Not on a public forum though. Not that I have anything bad to say at all. It's just when it comes to that, that's something we would have to sit down and have a chat about. I had to pain in the wind, but the wind just ended up blowing my pee. Aaron, you argue with your I argue with my guys all the time. And you know, I joke about it, but it is that left side of my brain, the analytical side of my brain, that wants to break down information. And when I'm doing that, I'm getting in my own way. I'm getting in my own way. So I have to, I actually started to get a headache. So I slowed down. This is also part of knowing when to slow down. I was got a lot of pressure in my head at the moment. Son of a monkey. It's right up there with bat balls. Bat balls. Really? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm reading, you guys. I have no idea where that came. I mean, it's something I say. I don't know where it. Right, Courtney? Who wants to pick what's for dinner? And it's one of those adult decisions that nobody ever told you was going to suck. I don't care. I don't care. Right? Okay. So what I'm going to say is, if everybody could like, follow, and share My Mystical Life, that would be fabulous. We are My Mystical Life online. And I'm going to ask everybody, what are we? What are we, you guys? What are we? Everybody that watches us often knows, what are we? And I love seeing answers. So if you're new, what are you? We want to know what you are, and we're going to tell you what we are. Because we are so many different things. Look at this. Carol found a monkey. Carol found a... Yeah, I use cards as catalyst every once in a while. Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes if I'm doing Akashics or something. Right, look at this. Look at this. If you're new, we want to know what you are too. We want to know what you are. You're an alien. I love it. We are fun people. We are amazing. We're crazy. We are fun people. We are a group of wild and crazy people. And it's great. We are a community. You're a weirdo from not from this planet. Great. You fit in with us perfectly. We are fun. That's what we are. And here's the thing. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Here's the thing. I'm just a person talking on the screen. Right? I'm just a person talking on the screen. I'm going to tell you guys, I was so nervous about Savannah. We had so much fun, right? We had a lot of fun. I was so nervous about Savannah because I don't people very well. I get nervous in front of people, and to just be sitting here on the screen, having so much going on over here with this incredible community. I was so nervous to meet them, and we had so much fun. It was so wonderful. But look at this. I am unique. Tacos are life, right? But I'm just a person talking on the screen, and this is community. This is community. We are all lovable weirdos who help each other on this crazy journey. Absolutely. Absolutely. Your husband did fantastic. I have to say my husband and my sister did fantastic under extreme circumstances this past weekend in Savannah. But they did amazing. They did great. You know, they handled pressure. You could eat 20 tacos. Tacos sound good. I'm going to go have chicken wings. Anyways, so until the roses, I'm not worried about the roses. The rose incident. We were sitting in, I'm just going to tell this. We were sitting in the lounge at the hotel, right? We're sitting at the lounge at the hotel. And this woman, there was a bridal party. She was so trashed, so drunk. She didn't know us from anything. And she came over, sat her purse right next to us and walked away. And we're like, what the hell? We actually had the bartender come take it because we're like, I'm not responsible for that. So, but we had a lot of fun. We still need a Midwest visit. It may happen. I may have Sam drive up into Kansas City. Of course, he just went to Santa Fe today. Way to state the facts. Right? She did. She nailed it. She nailed it. I'm a mom, a grandma, a daughter, a cousin, a sister, and a friend. I love it, Lori. Welcome, Lori. Pullin. Isis was a blast. Everybody, we missed everybody. We can do Kansas City. We're only an hour from Kansas City. That's no problem. If we just, I just have to find a dog sitter. Yeah, I know, Laura. How fast is your life moving? That's what I need to know. How fast your life is moving. Because the dogs they can go to the kennel. So you're a daughter and a granddaughter and a cat mom. I'm a dog mom. Yeah. And a grandma and a daughter and a sister and a wife and a bitch sometimes. Pretty fast. That's what I thought, Laura. That's what I thought. I can go between in Kansas City. Oh, I'm going to be bringing that filly. We should have the other one born any other day now. You're a new Nana? Really? Congratulations. Oh, and a sister, yeah? Hi, Christina Franz. A massive vision times. You know what? Here's one of the things about being an empath, right? You're a heart disease survivor and warrior. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are late blooming, fun, weird, classy, cheesy, funny ass people. Empath. Who else does this? We take on other people's crap, right? Because we do. We will have strangers walk up on the street and talk to us randomly. Like we are their best friends and we're looking at them like, what the hell? I just wanted to buy some McDonald's. Okay. 2-time cancer survivor. Kudos to you, Vedra. All our love. Absolutely. When I am in a bad mood, I could part seas with my attitude. I don't have to say a thing. I just have to be. And shit rolls off me and people leave. So that's the other side of being an empath. We take a lot of stuff in, but boy, when we're in a mood, it rolls off us in waves and clears the way. A trauma sufferer. But Sarah, is it the past Is it in the past? Because the future looks bright, right? And kind of an old avatar. Yes, we do. Oh yeah, empaths. We can. I do have a look. My sister says I do have a look when I'm mad. I don't have to say a word. Like, I can just be sitting here and it just rolls right off me. I'm that type of person. I will walk up to a stranger and say, "Pardon me, I have nothing to say," and spill. Yep. We take it in and we can put it right back out. It's in the past. Identifying with who you're going to be is what creates the future. Absolutely. No peopling today. Nancy, I have that ability to clear a room with my attitude. Yeah. So bright, I gotta wear shades. Okay. I was really, really tired when I got on here. You get overwhelmed easily. I do too, Sarah. That's part of being an empath. Do you have any grape on? Matter of fact, this past week, Sam, I'm trying to think what he was doing. He was doing something. Oh yes, put your crystals out. Thank you, Laura. We were working. Okay, we were doing something structured. Can't remember what it was. Oh, we were trying to put in crystals for the crystal sale. He turned on the radio. Sounds simple, right? He turned on the radio. My brain melted down. And I was like, he looks at me. I tried to work through it for like 20 minutes. My brain was actually buzzing. And I said, baby, I can't. I can't. It's too much. It was overload. The TV wasn't on. Nothing else was on. But I was intensely working, and so was he. The energy in the room of the crystal room, we're in the crystal room, too much. Please turn off the radio. Your table outside isn't big enough. I've got like, I'm going to take the dolphin out tonight. I'll take the dolphin out and put her outside. I'm always really picky about it because I'm terrified if I come outside and it's gone, I would be so devastated. Like devastation on a level people would very rarely see me happen with. This is the dolphin. It's a Diamonita, right? Anybody that watches knows this is my Diamonita, Lemerian. But she needs clean. She looks a little fuzzy. So she's going outside. And I'm going to put my Indara outside. It's an Indara. Nice big piece of Indara. I can't put it all outside. I did buy myself a new crystal though. Isn't that pretty? Very rarely do I buy myself new anythings. But then I saw this one. And I said, I must have it. Let me see if I can get it to show up better. No. It is pink aragonite. It had some really beautiful inclusions in it, so I kept it. Can you just sit it in the window? I probably could. Yeah, but I'm going to make some moon water tonight too. I'm going to make some moon water to start using in our Bitch Be Gone spray. So I'll be putting jugs of water out so that I can be collecting that because I need to make some new spray. Do pendulums need to go outside? They don't. I mean, you can put them outside. It'll clean them up real nice. Sam just got in 300 new pendulums. That man is killing me. He bought a new pup, a Yorkie. Yorkies are adorable. But he bought a whole bunch of different types of pendulums and some metal ones and some Isis pendulums. A whole bunch of stuff. He bought so many things. So many things. I'm going to do this one. Just do one. This is for Sarah Lennon. Sometimes, Sarah, the most direct way to get what you want in a situation is the roundabout way. Will that spray remove narcissists? No, that's called arsenic. No. Oh my gosh, you guys did not hear me say that. It's late. But sometimes we have to go the roundabout way to get things done. We don't always have to go in a straight line. We need to think some things out. And this is for, where'd it go? Sarah Lennon. And I feel like you have something. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like, yes, it is. It's the Spring Song Tarot. I love these. I know. Lisa's like, oh, my shadow work come out. I have shown my shadow work. There's a situation in your life that you really need to assess and think about and step back away from. So sorry. Step back away from and go in a different direction. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. I feel like you have one thing in your life. Actually, I think you have 3 things in your life you do this with. That you just go, but I don't understand. It should work better. I should have this. Instead of manifesting, watch The Secret. Please watch The Secret. If you've not watched it on Netflix, watch The Secret. Okay. All right, everybody, please like my mystical life so you know when I come on live. I'm going to try and do some lives in the evening. We try to do coffee chat in the morning. I am going to be very busy in the next couple days getting out everybody their beautiful crystals, right? Oh, the other thing I have to talk about is some of you already taken, some of you are, matter of fact, you'll notice that some of them are already marked shipped, right? So we have the Mother's Day box from our mystical crystals. Isn't that pretty? Look at all the colors. Happy Mother's Day. Those are all the things that are in it. You have a dream amethyst chevron to help you sleep, right? A very adjustable rose quartz and fluorite beach bracelet. Aura quartz, right? Because it's beautiful. There's a bag of shell. We're going with a very springy. Watch The Secret. The Secret's amazing, you guys, right? Shell tumbles. And then we have strawberry quartz, a point of strawberry quartz in here. And then on top of all that, we have this really beautiful, amazing smudge wand. And then, of course, we have chocolate in here as well. And this is our Mother's Day gift basket. So it doesn't have to be a mother, but we have a limited amount of these. So we already have 4 of them shipped out. So make sure if you guys want them that you jump on it. I'm in a roll. You do feel stuck in a rut. Yeah, come at things from a different angle. Sometimes we just have to do that. Watch The Secret. This is for everybody. Watch The Secret. Watch The Secret. Change your life. Mr. Fry and I were talking about this the other day. Matter of fact, we were talking about it yesterday. Really good. He is, I can't find it, Aaron. He is going to be gearing up as soon as he's settled in Santa Fe. He's going to be doing his Manifesting Mondays. So we'll be having that happen. So you guys, if you're interested in following us and being part of some of the really fun things that we do, we have live classes each week where there's Zoom classes. We all get on and we have a good time. Tomorrow night's classes on the business end of, and it's one of the classes of 4 classes on the business end of working intuitively. Next month, we're doing art. We're doing spirit art. So I will get you guys the list of across the room. You're so funny. I will get you the list of what I would suggest having on hand to practice the spirit art with. Super easy stuff to buy and not too expensive. Not expensive at all, really, if you just go buy it at Walmart. And we're going to be doing art next month. So that'll be fun. All right, you guys, I'm done. I'm spanked. I'm whooped. I'm verschnickled. The Secret. Yes, The Secret. The first 5 minutes are a cinematic nightmare. They're horrible. But after that, it is all great information. I can pretty much guarantee a lot of people on here have watched it. Absolutely. All right. Everybody have a great evening, and I will talk to you guys